Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marissa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
And I'm Blaine Christopher.
And
welcome
back to
Take It Home.
Wait, sorry.
That's okay. That's my line.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Guys,
I
no
don't
fighting.
call you Blaine Christopher.
It's a new thing, yeah.
That's why I was so caught off
you were
guard. I was
taken
like,
aback.
you've been one of my best friends for a long time, and I've never called you Blaine Christopher.
I know. As we get older, we do more things to get attention, and that's my current thing is changing my name a little. So,
Okay,
I love it.
wait. No, I actually do love that.
Thank you.
Should I start going by Noelle Ann?
Yeah.
I thought about going by Marissa Therese because I feel like I have a cool middle
Marissa
name.
Therese.
Middle names are so underutilized.
I agree.
And I think I have a really pretty name, so I wanted to
Wait,
talk
yeah.
about it more.
Blaine Christopher.
Blaine
It flows
Christopher.
nicely.
It's really funny.
I love it.
That's a good way
Anyway.
to get attention.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Take It Home, you guys.
Yay!
Welcome to Take It Home, Blaine
Thank you.
Christopher.
I'm a loyal listener.
I know.
Fun fact, Blaine used to edit our TikToks for us
It's true.
when we first started.
Yes. Thank
It's
you
true.
for
Months
getting us
ago.
started.
Of course.
So thank you, Blaine.
It was a lot of fun because I got to listen to the podcast before everyone else.
Yeah,
and it was good. It was just, I was editing my own stuff. And then on top of that, it was a lot. So.
Blaine has a YouTube page.
I do.
Where they talk about books.
Yes. I have a book YouTube channel called Blaine's Book Club.
so cute.
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. It's kind of my whole thing right now. So.
I feel like it came out of nowhere. No offense. That sounds like...
Yeah, wait, have you always been a bookworm or is this like a new thing?
Right. So when I was a kid, I was really into books, and every Christmas and birthday, I would get a Barnes & Noble gift card. And then, school and required reading, and then also plays, and reading a lot of plays came into my life, and I kind of stopped. And then it wasn't until your book club, actually, we read Beach Read by Emily Henry, and it really just kind of like clicked that I was like, oh, this is a great way to spend my time. And I just kept reading, and I made a book Instagram, and then like I've always loved making YouTube videos, so I was like, I'm gonna combine the thing, and now we have Blaine's Book Club.
I love that so much.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
We love Blaine's Book Club.
I just feel like I spent so many years trying to figure out what I'm passionate about outside of acting, and books came along, and it just really clicked for me, and
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
Wait.
awesome.
Reverse, rewind.
Yes.
Who are you? You're Blaine Christopher.
I'm Blaine Christopher.
How do we know you?
So,
I can also answer this, but...
I met Noelle in high school.
We met for the very first time. Do you remember where?
In a cornfield, yes.
Wait, what? I didn't know that.
The first time we ever met in person was in a cornfield.
Yes.
Why?
Because-
like in Spooky Woods or something?
Yes.
Wait, literally?
It was in Spooky Valley, or in Spooky
that's so
Woods,
appropriate.
Kersey Valley. I don't even remember who I was with, but I remember being in a corn maze and running into you guys and being like, oh my gosh, hi, and being like, I saw you all in Les Mis, and you were so good. And then all three of you had gotten into Weaver, or I guess you and Darby, because Taylor already went there.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, are you going to Weaver? And I was like, I'm on the wait list. So TBD.
I remember being like, you're going to get in, girl. Don't even worry about it.
And then I did.
And then Noelle was like, I can't wait for Blaine to be my gay best friend.
No, literally, I remember being like, I want a gay best friend.
Oh my god.
Which is so like
GBF.
GBF. I was like, a gay best friend to go shopping with.
And I was like, and I want a blonde, fun girl to be friends with. And a friendship was born.
And the rest is history.
And now we
Even
are
though I
friends
did
because we
not go
love each
shopping.
other. And
Blaine also went to Elon with us.
Yes, for college.
So
Obviously.
that's another Elon alum on our podcast.
wait, I just need to clarify that the idea of having a gay best friend is like problematic.
We're making fun of it.
like we're making fun
Yeah.
of it.
But
Like that's,
also, we were children.
yeah,
That was like, yeah.
like
I'd rather you be like, I want a gay best friend as a child than I hate the gays.
I mean, okay, fair enough. I guess I wasn't homophobic. I was just like, gay people, that's so fun. But now it's like,
And it is.
and it is. I love that. But yeah,
Truly.
we met in a cornfield, and then after that we went to high school together. Then Blaine came to Elon, where they also met Pete.
Pete and I had like this random 2 weeks of a summer together. We were like really close.
Wait, I remember
Was
this.
it the one
When you were
between-
visiting from summer stock. Yeah.
It was like between my junior and senior year, I think. I came early to move in, and yeah, that was fun. That was a good time.
We were the Partners Place crew
Yes.
for a
Oh my
couple
God,
weeks.
the
so
Partners
true.
Place. You guys, I was thinking about Partners Place yesterday. I was talking to someone about it.
This was
Tara.
where we lived in college.
Yes, it was an
Our
apartment
complex.
building. This apartment building, each apartment came with 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a like huge living space, and it was $500 per person.
Yeah, and we had like a sunroom also, and like
That
a den.
sunroom was so amazing.
Yeah, with, like, French doors.
washer, dryer.
And I had the big room in my apartment, and it was giant closet, giant bathroom with a ton of counter space. Like,
A sunroom in New York City would be like an extra $1,500 on the rent.
No,
Yeah.
literally. But it's crazy. Like $1,500 for that entire thing.
it was pretty. I don't know if, I mean, I guess it was kind of nice. It was a little crusty.
Okay, mine wasn't crusty.
Mine was a little, like, there were a lot of bugs. We
Where?
had like infestations.
Oh, I did not have that.
Maybe it
didn't
was just
either.
mine then. But I remember my parents were with me one day, and we just like saw all these little bugs on the ceiling, and it
Fuck
was disgusting.
no, Marissa.
And then I would also get like really big spiders. Like I would just see them in my carpet. I lived on the first floor, so
You
maybe
would
that was
see them
why.
in your
Maybe
carpet?
that's why.
In my bedroom, yes.
I feel like that
Yeah,
was
it was-
just a first floor, like a bottom floor
I'm
thing.
sure it was. I'm sure it was because I lived on the first floor, and I saw lots of spideys in my place.
I was
But-
on the very top floor. And
Yeah.
I also had a skylight in mine too. Like, yeah.
yeah, yeah, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
But also, you guys have balconies. So
We do
And
have
we like don't
balconies.
utilize them.
We
I
don't.
don't utilize mine enough.
I like used to have plants out there. I just feel
I did too, but then we got in trouble. Or I remember our
Oh,
management saying
yeah.
like, "You're not allowed to," because it's technically a fire escape. So we're technically not supposed to have anything on there. I wanted to get like a little table and chairs.
the thing.
Little
Yes,
something.
that would have been
But-
cute.
in what universe is that technically a fire escape? It literally is a balcony.
I mean, it is, but it's a fire escape, but it's a big one.
That feels so rude.
See,
No, I know.
They should let you have plants.
Yeah, I know.
I would utilize.
I'll still be
mine.
able to escape with my little
Yeah.
olive tree that I had there that died within a week. I don't
Why
know
would you
why
get
I
olive
thought I was
tree?
going to have an olive tree on my...
Well,
because
because that's cute.
Well,
And you were living
yeah,
for
but
the fantasy.
Could I truly like have an olive tree? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
can they survive in this weather? Because I
Yeah,
bought it from
yes.
Trader Joe's, and I was like, I'm gonna grow olives on my
As
little
you should.
terrace.
Wait, that'd be so cute.
I mean,
See,
I
if
would
you were
love
like,
that.
we were having a martini night, and you're like, those olives right there, I grew them.
They're from my garden.
like that would be yeah.
Also, did you guys know that olives they're all marinated?
Yes.
I
But
found that out like a couple years ago. They don't come off of the vine or the tree, whatever it is, like tasting like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of wonder what an olive tastes like unmarinated.
Oh, like a raw olive.
Like I don't think they're that salty.
Do you think they're
I could be-
hard?
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Like I
Well,
wonder
is
if
it-
they're hard.
Is it like a pickle? Like a cucumber with a pickle?
Kind of, yeah. You never see an unmarinated olive anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
We
olives
should do
are
some
just
research later.
Wait, that's actually a really weird thing.
Yeah, I know.
They don't come salty.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, like, I figured they make it more salty, but it's not salty at all naturally.
Maybe it is.
Does someone want to
Raw
Google it?
olive.
Because I kind of need to know.
True. I Google everything.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, almost all olives are cured or brined in some way before you eat them. Fresh olives straight off the tree are extremely bitter because of a certain compound they have. So they're basically inedible raw. So wow, that's crazy. So they are pretty much inedible.
That would make
Wow.
sense if we haven't seen them around.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, that's so weird though.
Yeah, I know.
Guys,
I
we're
love
learning.
We are learning.
learning.
We learn something new every day. Should we talk about our sip of the week?
Yes. What is
Sip of
it?
the week. So it's pretty simple. We have Noelle here doing dry Jan. So we're drinking some tea and we're being super wholesome. This is apricot jasmine tea with lemon and honey. It also might still be very, really hot.
I know it's low-key steaming.
Do you know the trick?
No.
You just like slurp it and then you can like drink it while it's super hot and it doesn't burn your tongue.
Is that because you're like
Sucking air in too?
You know how you can slurp soup? Yeah.
Wait, should all three of us slurp into the microphone?
Let's freaking slurp.
We're gonna love
Cheers.
Cheers.
Eye contact.
Thanks for having me.
Of course,
Wait,
thanks for being here.
I'm scared. Whoa.
I'm so sorry. If I decided to leave that in, I'm so sorry.
I'm just laughing because I'm imagining like, what if it didn't work and we all just like
Burned
really burned our
mouths.
tongues.
Wait, it worked.
It did work.
Right?
It's a very floral,
It is very
light,
floral.
It's yum.
tasting tea. Yeah.
I'm getting a hint of like soap.
Oh. Well, it's probably like the floral that you're tasting,
Maybe.
because like you can associate floral with
Good
soaps.
soap.
Good soap,
Good soup.
like good soup. Okay. You know what time it is.
Smile of the week, smile of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week. Blaine, do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay, so my smile of the week is it actually happened today. I was laying on the ground doing some stretches because
Love.
apparently if you don't stretch every day when you're a little bit older, 28, apparently your body just like stops working.
No.
So I've been stretching and I was on the ground and I have 4 cats and all 4 of them just like looked over at me like as I was stretching. And I had this moment of just like, you guys are so cute. Like, because obviously I know they're cute, but it was like a moment of me being just so grateful for them and just being like, how are you all so cute and so sweet and why do you love me so much?
That's really
I love
cute.
that.
You have 4 cute little cats
I
that love you.
know.
All 4 of them love you.
I love them so much. It's actually a little bit worrying because I am the kind of person who thinks about the dark stuff sometimes. So I'm like, what the actual fuck is gonna happen when they die?
Well, they're not all gonna die at once.
They're not gonna die. They're never gonna die.
Or that.
Thank you,
yeah.
Marissa. That's the
I'm
answer
sorry.
I want. Actually,
Yeah, they're not.
No,
they're not.
they won't.
They literally won't.
Thanks, guys.
But anyways, good smile of the week. My smile of the week is season 3 of Tell Me Lies is out, and Pete and I watched the first 2 episodes, and it's really good so far.
It's such a good show.
It's such a good show. Is this going to be the last season of it? Do you know?
I don't know. Oh, speaking of Tell Me Lies. So this drama TV show that is so good. I found out today that, do you know they're dating in real life, Lucy and
Yes,
Steven?
I did know
and
that.
And then so are Pippa and
Wrigley?
They're dating in real life.
They are? Mm-hmm. Did you know Evan is getting married to Molly?
Yes. So I found that out all today. And Blaine hasn't seen the show,
Wait,
so.
I didn't know
No.
Pippa and Wrigley are dating in real life.
Apparently, according to TikTok.
I deal with enough toxic relationships with my friends. Not that I have them with my friends, but people have some boyfriends that I don't like. And I don't need to see it on TV as well.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. It is a very intense
Do you
show.
like my boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Rodney.
I don't hate people's boyfriends, by the way. I just...
You want the best for your friends.
want-
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
What's
Do
your
you-
smile? Wait. I did that last time.
Dude, you did that last time too. I'm scared. You keep forgetting every time well, not every time, but this is twice now where I've said my smile and after it, Pete goes, okay, what's your smile? And I'm like, I already shared it.
I'm sorry.
The question is,
long
what
day.
is yours, Pete?
Gosh, my headphone cord is not long enough. So, anyway,
Chored.
my smile is that I talked about this on the podcast already a little bit, but about the concert I went to, I finally went. I talked about that I was going, but now it happened this week. The Not for Radio concert.
I was there too.
Maria of the Marias solo album.
Oh my god, I did not know about this. She has a solo album.
And it's amazing.
I saw the Marias at a music festival, and it just insane. I had never heard their music
my
before,
God.
and it was
Music festival.
insane. All Things Go, this past summer.
Yeah, they are incredible.
So
I
good.
love the Marias. Like, I just love their music. So she came out with a solo album that's incredible. You should listen. I think you would like it.
Is it like the same vibe?
So it's a little bit, it's different. It's darker, a little more like ethereal, floaty, whereas like Maria's leans a little more into like pop in a way compared to her solo stuff. And her artist name, she released it under the name Not for Radio. So the whole concept is like, these songs aren't for radio, you know. But the concert,
that.
the concert was incredible because I had never been to a show like this. Let me know if y'all have. But it was a concert in a seated theater, and like I guess I've been to seated concerts, but not ones in like a theater where as if you were like seeing a Broadway show and everyone stayed sitting the whole time. You look like you want to say something.
I saw Charlie XCX at a seated venue.
Did people stay sitting?
Like, low-key, some of them, yeah.
Like, was it kind of weird?
Yes, because
That's
I
weird
was...
for Charlie XCX.
And I was like, get up! Everyone get up!
That
Because,
is
like,
crazy
vibes.
for Charlie XCX.
Yeah, it was in New York, too. It was, like, a couple years ago.
Wait, you
feel
and I
like-
saw Kalani.
It was, like, in a similar venue as that. Yeah.
Okay. But we were standing more for that one.
Yeah, it's like you can choose sit down, which I
Yeah.
like.
Just the vibe of this was very... Like,
Theater.
her opener was a four-string, a quartet, like string quartet. It felt like it was giving theater.
I love that.
Concept was, it was an ode to Swan Lake because she has a song on the album called Swan. So it just felt very like a hybrid of like theater and music, which is like, I imagine what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
wait.
Literally after it, I
Yes.
was like, this is literally, like, I could see you doing exactly that.
And it's just crazy because, like, I feel like I've never been able to, like, put into words, like, my vision for, like, if I gained an audience and was able to do a show like that, like, what I would do. But then she did it. And I was like,
That is so cool.
thank you for paving the way.
Wow.
it was,
But it was
really
amazing.
beautiful.
And she's just incredible. She's amazing. I love her. Show was great.
When you walked out of the theater, was it kind of like similar to when you walk out of the movie theater after like a really like good movie?
Yeah,
You have
I-
that like high.
Yeah, I felt very inspired afterwards,
That's
which is, you know, the
awesome.
best feeling. Which is actually a good segue into what we're talking about today,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yay.
Why did I, like, forget that we had a topic?
But yeah, we're all artists here. And
are.
Blaine had the incredible idea to kind of each choose something today that, like a piece of art that has really impacted us throughout our lives. And whatever way we wanted to take that, I guess, you know, we haven't discussed this prior, so I don't know what these two were going to say, but we're just going to talk about art today and the impact of it and how it's shaped us as artists. And
Something important to chat about.
yeah,
I think especially in the age of AI and social media, I do think that sometimes art, like social media can be a good way to spread art in some ways, like if you're posting like your painting or even just your art in general, but I do think that it's taking away from live experiences a little more, and just especially with AI, which is not human.
Not human art.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
I can start if you want with like the idea I had
yeah.
Begin.
for this. So, as we talked about a little bit earlier, I've gotten super into reading, and I have a online book club. Well, it's not really a book club. It's my YouTube channel, and I just thought it'd be a cute name, the alliteration. But anyway, so I was reading a book called Evenings and Weekends by Ocean McKenna, and
My God, this honking.
I'm talking. God. I was reading the book, and this character had basically a monologue that perfectly described my issues with my queerness, sex, and dating. And in a way, I have never been able to like verbalize in like therapy or like talking to friends. And it was so spot on. I felt so seen that I was like, I can't believe that someone else was able to verbalize how I feel so well. And that was like one of those kind of cliche moments where I was like, the power of reading. And just felt so magical and with the books. And that's like why I think reading is so important for people to get like back into, because it's a whole nother medium that like can show you different perspectives, can heal certain parts of you, and is also just like a really healthy way to entertain yourself.
Yeah, it is.
I agree. It also makes you smarter.
Yeah. I'm really smart.
You're so smart.
Yeah.
So smart.
I love that though.
And so I was just like thinking about like, has there ever been art for you guys where you saw yourself so clearly and felt inspired? Which is kind of like, I was getting goosebumps when you were talking about the Maria's concert, because I was like, that's exactly what I felt when I was reading the book. Yeah.
I'm going to change my answer from what I was going to say, literally just like right now. So I was going to say Beau the Musical, which is a musical I just recently saw that I thought was incredible. I'll give them a shout out. It just closed, off-Broadway show. But since we're talking about times when we've seen characters or ourselves in certain characters, I guess I will say Violet. I mean, that's just kind of like obvious. I talked about it in a couple episodes ago. And Violet is one of my favorite musicals. It's about a girl named Violet from North Carolina, which is crazy because that's where I'm from. But she has a scar on her face. It's based off of the short story The Ugliest Pilgrim. And it's just pretty much her journey trying to heal her scar. And she goes through all these great lengths only to find out that it's not what matters on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. Sounds cheesy, but it's like, it's very beautifully done and in a not cheesy way. And that's the first time I was like, oh, I need to play this role because I also have a difference on my face. And like, I totally get what she's going through and feeling like you want to do everything in your power to change the way this one thing looks. Whereas like, and even to me, like, I'm sure I've always thought it looks so much worse than people thought around me. I don't know, but I just really related to it.
When you first encountered the musical, like, did it heal any part of you? Did it like feel like inspire you to like something personally? So
it was kind of a crazy journey for me, actually. Funny enough, one of the other girls from our musical theater class, I knew Violet was her dream role.
Drama.
And she mentioned to me, she was like, because I, like, when we found out we were doing Violet, I was like, ooh, girl, you better go for Violet, which is so funny now looking back. I was like, you better gun for it. And she was like, Noelle, you'd be a really good Violet too. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I don't really know anything about the show. I researched it, and literally within like 30 seconds of researching it, I was like, oh, so I will be playing this role, actually. Obviously, I didn't say that out loud, but I was like, okay, so yeah, like, I'm actually going to play this because this is so similar to my life story. And I was also doing The Artist's Way at the time. Shout out to The Artist's Way. That, like, changed my life. I was just going through a really hard time where I was like, I remember I had this mental breakdown one day to Heidi, our accompanist at Elon, and just because I was one of the only people who didn't get a call back for like this cruise ship that came and did auditions at Elon, and I was just crying, and I was like, do you think it's because of my eye? And like, we just had this whole thing where she was like, some people are shallow, so like, if that is why, like, they suck and blah blah blah. But I was just kind of like, oh my god, like, can I do this career? And this was at a time also when my eye was like it did not look like this one really at all. It was a time when my eye was not looking too good. And so I was like, how the fuck am I ever gonna be an actor? And that's why I didn't do film acting for so long either, because I was like, the camera's too up close, no one's gonna cast me, my eyes are too distracting. Just like these things I had told myself.
Your inner saboteur.
My inner saboteur.
Drag Race reference.
Oh, I don't know. I just kind of like said that.
No, I mean, it's also very relevant and very real
inner
for a lot of
saboteur.
people.
So I talked to Kim Shively, one of our acting professors, and I pretty much told her the dilemma I was having, and I was like, what if I'm never cast as anything because of my eye and blah blah blah? And she was like, girl, you need to do The Artist's Way. And she was like, that's all, like, that is not true. If anything, it makes you different. It makes you stand out. It's cool. Like, you need to do the artist's way and learn to love yourself, girl. Kind of. And so I did it. And I don't know, like, it just kind of changed my life. Like, I suddenly got this newfound confidence where I was like, oh, like, this is something that I've tried to hide from directors my whole life, and been like, when I would get new headshots, be like, if you could, like, try to make my eyes look this as close to the same as possible, that would be great. Like, maybe, like, I don't want people to notice. I did a complete 180. So for a while after that, I was like, oh, like, this is my thing. Like, I'm gonna talk about my eye on my website. I'm gonna, like, use it to my advantage, and I'm gonna play, like, have this story to tell, so I'm gonna share it. Now I feel like I'm not in the middle, like, I'm definitely past my, like, trying to hide it, but I think for a while I was really just like, my eye! Like, and now I'm just kind of like, you know, I don't need to, like, make it, I don't want my career to revolve around it necessarily.
And it won't,
but I think there's a period of time where I was like, I'm gonna use it to my advantage, and it's how I'm gonna I don't know, but now okay.
Your evolution with your confidence during that time was so inspiring. I remember it very clearly.
Really?
Yes, and it was right after the Artist's Way, and I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I actually, Oak House was like a coffee shop on our campus, and I actually went up to Kim Shively in Oak House, and I was like, thank you for whatever you said to Noelle. She didn't really tell me what you said to her, but I, like, can see a big difference in, like, my friend, and she seems so much happier after the conversation. So I just want to say thank you for whatever advice you gave her. And she was like, you're welcome.
Of course.
And then she, like,
she was.
And she had, like, some work I interrupted her with, and I was like, oh, well, I'll let you get back to your work. And she was like, thank you.
Why is that, like, so Kim? Like, her just being like, you're welcome. But yeah, I didn't mean to just go off on a whole tangent with my eye, but I do think I read Ali Stroker's book. For those of you who don't know, Ali Stroker is an incredibly talented actress. She also uses a wheelchair. She won the Tony for Oklahoma on Broadway, the musical, a few years ago. But she talked about how any role that she plays, that's just part of her character. Like, she's like, yeah, when I played Ado Annie in Oklahoma, like, Ado Annie is a wheelchair user. So now I'm kind of like, oh, that's a way that I could see it with my eye too. Like, any character I play will just, like, have a prosthetic eye. One day when I'm Glinda, I'm gonna be Glinda with one eye. Like, and Period. It doesn't have to be a plot point, but it's just like, it's part of me, and it's going to be in every character I play, which I think through the Artist's Way I learned is something really cool and unique to me, and I have this life experience that other people don't have. Besides Emma Ashford, shout out to you, girl.
We gotta get her on the pod too.
I know, we need to, like, have a whole episode about prosthetic eyes. Yeah. But anyways, I saw myself in Violet, and just gunning for that role, and then doing it, even though I didn't get to fully do the show, it really did change my life. Like, that's a piece of art that I feel like I healed a part of myself through doing. Mm-hmm. I just talked so much.
I love you, Noelle Pop.
I love you too, Blaine Pop. And Petey Pop.
And Petey Pop.
Petey Pop, Blaine Pop, and Noelle Pop.
Well, Pete, what about you?
Shifting gears a bit. So I thought of this in terms of, like, I don't know. There are other things I could have talked about, like the concert, and because that is, like, something I saw myself in so fully. But I landed on what I wanted to talk about was.
I'm, like, so intrigued. I'm like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Billie Eilish's album.
Good one.
A great album.
Great album.
And
it is less about the album than it is about just kind of, like, what it represents, and, like, the alignment and the time that, like, she became a huge inspiration for me in my life was kind of, like, you know, during that time of the album, because it's not even my favorite Billie album. But
which is your favorite? Happier Than Ever?
Her newest one.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Did you say hell no?
I said hell no. No, I love Happier Than Ever is great.
Hell
but
no.
definitely hit me hard and soft.
Duh. I don't even know why I asked. Why did I ask?
Good. The one that didn't win any Grammys.
Wait, did it not?
No, it didn't.
No.
It was like she had a streak of Grammys. So When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? She won like 7 Grammys or something that year. Then Everything I Wanted was her single, won best record of the year. Hit Me Hard and Soft, which I think is her best album. didn't win anything. It was nominated for a bunch of stuff, but it didn't win. Anyway, that was a very impactful piece of art for me in my life. But it was a slow burn because I remember first like hearing about Billie Eilish here and there, like when she was like 15 and being like,
Who's this girl with the big t-shirt?
Wearing these clothes that are way too big for her. Like, what's going on? Like, who is this girl? She's like 15.
Where are the avocados?
Where are the avocados? Oh my God, throwback. That used to be her Instagram name. So I wasn't a fan of her for like a while. Not like actively not a fan, but you know, like not actively a fan, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I remember when her new album came out, it was like 2019. One of my friends, with a couple other friends on like fall break or something during our junior year, one of my friends was like, have you heard this new album? Like, it's really cool. And I was like, no. And she played it and I liked it, but it just came into my life at a time when COVID happened. Shortly after that, I started writing music. She kind of opened doors in my mind of like how things can be done, because I was like, oh, here's this girl who's writing these really, really cool songs with her brother that seem to be like just what she wants to make. Like, they're weird, they're dark, they're not really, you wouldn't think like made for radio. And she did it in her bedroom, and I was like, man, like that's something that I can do. And that's like what I did as I started making music in my bedroom. It's just interesting because I used to write like when I was younger. I was in a girl group. I talked about that a little bit. And like,
this is my favorite Marissa lore, by the way.
Everyone loves this lore.
And
we wrote like little songs and stuff. And like when I started really getting into theater, like deciding this is the path I want to choose for my life in high school. And that's when I kind of left all of that behind, and I just didn't think it was for me anymore because I didn't know it was possible. I didn't even know if I was like, I could write. Like, I didn't know that I had that in me because I just kind of shut it out, and then I focused on theater for so long. But where was I going with this?
Well, I was going to say, it makes sense with your upbringing in musical theater to kind of strive to your art to be something that you know people want or like are looking for, and you want to fit into those molds. And so to have that moment of being like, wait, no, I can make music that I want to make, and it can be weird and like cool and like whatever.
That is exactly such a good way to put it, because I always say like, I mean, I love acting. I do. It's just a completely different thing than like writing and creating, and what I get from writing music is just so different from what I get from acting. And I think I was really, really missing that piece in my artist life of like writing and creating, because clearly I was like meant to do it because it is now one of the things I'm most passionate about. I think it's changed the trajectory of my life. Like, whether anything substantial happens from it, it's like I love doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that's what matters the most. And I didn't know it was possible to like create something that I liked to listen to. Like, I don't know, but just seeing someone else at such a young age like do it, and then other people loving her so much for it, I was like, well, that's why you just have to be authentic. Like, you don't have to write like the hit song. Just write what comes from your soul, and then that's what people will be attracted to.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Freaking facts.
So yeah, facts.
I should have guessed that you were going to say something Billie.
Yeah. And I haven't talked about my love for Billie on the podcast, but she's been a huge inspiration.
You're coming out.
I'm coming out as
Billie Stan.
Billie Stan, I know. But she's also led me to like find the other artists I love, like the Marias and Dora Jar.
Dora Jar.
Ironically, they both opened for her at certain points, so it's just funny it all aligns. But then I see like someone like Maria, and I'm like, you are doing exactly, not exactly, of course, because everyone's different, but I just love this age of like seeing artists do them and like create their own worlds, because I feel like for so long it was just like writing these pop songs. Also, one more thing I will say with like Billie and these artists, I love how their voices are beautiful, but the music wasn't about their voices.
Yeah.
And that was so important for me, like when I started writing, because I was like, you know, it's amazing to listen to an incredible vocalist who can just like sing. And like, obviously I'm a singer trained in music theater or whatever, but I love when a song is good because the song is good, the lyrics are good, the production is good. It's not about the riffs they're doing.
And that's also such a good example of why it's important to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You just said it.
Authentic
with your art, because, you know, Billie Eilish's voice almost became like a trend for other singers to try to copy it.
Right.
And, you know, you just said it wasn't about the voice, it was about the writing and the music being created. And I feel like because her vocal style became like a trend, it just goes to show those people didn't like rise because maybe they weren't focusing on the writing of what they were saying. They were focusing on trying to like sound a certain way.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's something I like to stick to when I write, is just not trying to create something to sound a certain way.
Your music is so good, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
She has 2 new songs in the works. Both of them are incredible. One of them in particular, I'm like obsessed with.
Wait, I'm
like,
excited.
I literally am like it's really good.
Well, thank you.
That's
Like
exciting.
really,
Love
really
y'all.
good.
Yeah, I feel a
little too
newfound, like, I'm very excited to start writing again. I have been working on these 2 songs, so I've been so focused on like finishing them.
Wait,
but
after the podcast, can you show Blaine?
Please.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you jealous?
Sneak
Are
You
you
should
guys
be.
jealous?
You should be a little jealous.
You have to wait for it to come out.
You do.
Yeah.
You
You
don't.
do?
It'll be soon.
You do.
You don't. Wait, what did
yeah.
you say?
Oh, God.
Side note, complete conversation changer. When we were in Miami and you answered that phone call, what
my
did you
God.
say? You were like, you sounded like that.
Really quickly, we were in Miami on a girls' trip. I somehow thought it would be fine for me to party at the club until what?
Like
5 a.m. when I had a flight at 7 a.m. Like, make that make sense.
That's like when you have to be at the airport.
And I was like, I'll just sleep for like 30 minutes.
Then we all wake up at the same time and we're like, Blaine, you're still here.
So I'm calling the front desk and I'm like, is there any way to extend? Hungover, very hungover. Is there any way to extend the room? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, thank you. And he was like, have a great day. And I go, you too.
Oh wait, that's what I'm thinking of. Just the way you said that. Me and Charlotte could not stop laughing. You're like,
You too. You too.
I think a lot of my most like unhinged party moments were with Blaine. This is so off topic.
Oh my
but
gosh.
now I'm just
I mean-
saying it.
You gonna tell some stories?
In high school, we were like scary. A little.
I can imagine.
Very scary.
I'd be like, bye mom, bye dad, I'm going to have a sleepover at Blaine's.
Huge house party.
And then I'd like go over to Blaine's and like just be doing crazy stuff.
But most of it, I do feel like I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Are you trying to say like we weren't doing like super scary?
Yeah.
Scary to me means like I was just getting insanely drunk and like smoking weed and maybe like showing
probably
people
being
my
insane.
boobs. and just like being crazy and like
we were dancing around, telling stories. Like, it was kind of pure, honestly.
yeah.
Just like telling stories,
Yeah.
drinking Everclear for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know.
I was like always naked also.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I say that on the podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Okay. Anyways.
Your body. Your
My body,
choice.
my choice.
Your podcast, your choice.
My
Exactly.
podcast, my choice.
No, I didn't drink till after high school.
I know, which is
that
so
crazy?
crazy town.
And that's honestly how it should be.
You think?
Yeah,
It's just not
think
how it
I would
usually
like my
is.
kids to wait till college, I think, to drink.
I started
Fair
drinking the summer before college. So I got a little warm up going into college and then
Warm up. Then the rest is history.
got it all out of my system.
I do not condone, we do not condone, Take It Home, the podcast, does not condone underage drinking.
No.
No comment.
Blaine and Marissa do not condone underage drinking.
I think that the drinking age should be 18.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
I mean, it
Well,
is in a lot of countries.
I know, and that's why I think that drinking here is so like, what? Like, I don't know. I just think because it's restricted so much and such a big deal, like, people don't casually drink as much, especially like in high school and college. Like,
No, yeah.
you wouldn't just like have a glass of wine. Like, if I was drinking in high school, I was like pouring a sip of each liquor in my parents' liquor cabinet
Yes.
into the same cup and having a drink that's like orange juice mixed with tequila, vodka, rum,
Yummy.
everything.
Oh my god.
Anyways, this is so off topic. Should we talk about art?
If I drink a sip of that now, I would be hungover for like 7 days.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, exactly.
Like-
because I will have, what happened to me the other day? I had one margarita, like, in that tiny little pink cup right there, hungover the entire next day, like, felt disgusting.
You know what? Maybe that's why drinking should be for kids. Because
Yeah,
they're
'cause
not
they
going to
can
get bad
handle it.
hangovers.
For kids.
For children.
Drinking should become
Drinking should be for
It should
children.
be illegal after you
Yeah.
turn 25.
drinking should become illegal again.
I started getting nasty hangovers at like 23. And that's kind of low-key why I'm like, is it because I started drinking in high school?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
You started drinking, didn't you drink for the first time in like 8th grade?
No.
For so long, I remember like freshman year of high school, and because the first time I drank was I think like summer going into sophomore year, but I used to always say to people like, I don't judge people for drinking. Like I'd be like, I don't judge you for drinking. I just don't want to do it myself.
I like low-key remember this.
Like I'd be like, I don't judge you. And I
Literally
wasn't
the
actually
craziest party
judging.
girl I know.
And then I drank, and then I was like, wait, this is low key fun. Should we talk about art?
Let's talk about art.
Yeah.
Let's talk about art,
Let's
man.
talk about art.
Okay.
Blaine, I kind of want to hear more about what you have to say, because I feel like we kind of skipped over yours pretty quickly. When was this? When did you read that passage in the book?
I read Evenings and Weekends in the summer, this past summer.
Okay.
And it was this like online book club that I was a part of that had me read it. And it was just really eye-opening that I was like, oh, reading can like literally make me feel so seen, but also like be able to verbalize what my, not issues are, but verbalize what I've been working on so I can actually heal from those things. Because before I was in therapy being like, I don't know why, I don't know what it is. And then now I can like actually say what it is because I read it in a book that's like a fiction book. Like that's so crazy to me.
And that's what's so beautiful about art is when you find those things
Yeah.
where you're like,
love
how are
art.
you, whoever wrote this, like inside of my head, like
Yeah.
you wrote this for me personally.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's like they're writing from their own experience, and it just makes you feel like
Yeah.
connected to humanity, which sounds so cheesy, but like truly, it's like you realize, you know, these things I'm going through, maybe they're not unique. Like I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing.
That's why art is so important. I mean, it is for so many reasons, but one, it connects people together in that way. Like I know that I've gotten through heartbreak or just like really hard times through specific pieces of art, especially music for me. Like I make a playlist for like every single situation ever, and just like any of the times in the past where I've been like sad about a boy or whatever, like I'll literally go and make a playlist specific to what I'm feeling, and it's really therapeutic. It's healing.
Yeah.
The world needs art.
And back to what you were saying earlier about like as an artist, there being certain mediums that fulfill specific like parts of your creative self. I feel like that's kind of where my journey went with reading and starting my booktube channel, because like everyone I feel like it's been on this podcast is an actor.
Actually, everyone.
yeah. Yep.
But I've made this like over the past few years I was like, what can I do that's not this? Finding a passion outside of acting, because at the end of the day I want a job that I'm passionate about, and whatever that looks like at the end of the day is what it's going to look like. And so I was like trying so hard to find something that I felt that way about, and I found reading, and it was such a relief. And it's like, obviously you're like, how do you make reading a career? Well, I'm going to grad school for publishing.
Woo!
Yay, I start Tuesday, very scared. And also I hope to grow my booktube channel as well, be a book content creator. But I'm saying all of this is because like I love acting and I always will, but at some point I was like, you know what, I want to be fat, and I want to be ugly, and I want to have tattoos all over, and sometimes you can't do that when you're an actor. You can, but it's
You
like
should be able
You should
to.
be able to. But it's more about the mindset of it, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure there are And there are plenty of brilliant, fat, ugly, tattoo-filled actors. But it's more of a mindset where I was like, I would love to find something where I can just be free of what I look like and focus on
You're also not ugly.
something else. Oh my god, no, I know, but I wouldn't be able to be ugly in moments. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair.
Like, if I'm having an ugly day, I don't want to be like, oh my god, I can't go to this audition because I feel ugly today.
Yeah.
I get
I know what you
that.
mean. Like, acting is a very specific type of artistry that takes a certain toll on you.
Yeah.
I think I've always explained it like when you're an actor, you kind of feel, at least for me, like the canvas in someone else's. I mean, obviously there are things that you do as an actor, like that are creating the character and whatnot that the director can't do on their own.
Yeah.
But like, it feels like you are just like the blank slate and you are becoming this other thing. Whereas like with other certain mediums, you are like the painter painting on the canvas.
Yeah.
And both are cool. It's just like, it's a certain thing and it's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I want to clarify that I think you can totally be fat and be an actor and have tattoos and be an actor or whatever. I normally, so for my own, like, freeness of my mind, like, I wanted to be free of those, like, shackles in my brain of trying to fit into a certain mold because I tried to do that for so long, and I still want to continue acting one day. I'll be in a play.
You're also... Blaine is an incredible actor.
Thank you for saying that. That's really sweet.
I mean it.
Thank you. I just want to be crazy and be free and do other things and find other things that fulfill that creative part of myself. And hopefully this is what it can be for me. So we'll see. We're ever changing.
It's fulfilling you right now.
It is, yeah.
Also, I love that one of the reasons why you like kind of touched on this earlier, but this book that you read, what is it called again? Weekends,
Evenings
Days,
and Weekends by Ocean McKenna.
Evenings and Weekends. I'm like weekend day.
Weekend days, hours.
It started your new love for queerness in books. I feel like, that's one thing, or at least when I've talked to you, that's a reason why you're going back to school, because you're really passionate about queer stories.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go off a tangent again. But it's like something about growing up queer and being in the closet, it makes everything feel so secretive. So being in the closet and being queer as like a kid, for example, versus being straight as a kid and not in the closet and being able to, you know, have a normal date with a person, your parents like, okay, be home by 7 p.m. and maybe you can like have those little tiny moments in public. When you're in the closet, you're having those in secret, and therefore it puts a lot of young queer people in danger. Especially like sexually and et cetera, et cetera. I feel like if queer people when they're younger could have some kind of real representation in what media they're consuming and can see like a pure like relationship in a romance book, for example, maybe they'll think twice about putting themselves in these dangerous situations with dangerous people because they can understand that your queerness doesn't have to be like this dirty secret. It can be like you're just like everyone else and dating like everyone else. And does that make sense?
Totally. It does.
Yeah. And I so that's like a big reason why I want to go into queer lit, because I'm just thinking about how reading about people that are like you can change how you feel about yourself, and also can open other people's mind reading about people that aren't like them.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I love reading, is that I feel like I am learning so many like different perspectives people have and really thinking about it in ways that I hadn't before, which is like one of the main things I love about acting as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like with those situations, I'm analyzing characters that I could play. In reading, I'm analyzing these characters that I would never play. Therefore, I'm gaining all of this like other knowledge that I wouldn't have before. You know what I mean?
Art is crazy.
Yeah. Art is crazy.
And on that note, no, I'm just kidding. Well, that's really awesome.
Beautiful.
You're going to help other young people who are navigating this as well, you know?
Yeah.
I'm glad that, well, you know, I was about to say I'm glad the world is becoming more accepting, but there's like a community of people who are becoming more accepting, then there's definitely a lot of people who aren't.
And book banning? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Censoring these, what I just said, like the book that I'm talking about, that would be censored, like a queer romance for kids, like that would be censored.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's so crazy because are these kids learning?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, are they learning about other perspectives?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's really scary to think about.
Oh my gosh, 2 of the kids that I babysit both recently changed their pronouns. Insane.
Sorry.
Insane.
The way I was holding that in for like the entire podcast.
Don't hold it in.
Blaine
Let
also
it out.
was not able to burp until like a year ago.
This is
Oh
true.
my gosh, I always forget that. That's
I picked you up from surgery.
I know, I got burp jury. They just...
burpery.
Burp jury.
They injected Botox I don't know why I said it like that.
Botox?
They inject Botox into your cricopharyngeal muscle, and it helps you burp.
Wow.
And now
Mine
you
was so
burp.
tight that I couldn't burp.
Is it gonna last forever?
I hope so.
Okay.
Wait, but it was surgery, so they had to, because they didn't just inject it from outside.
No, yeah. I had to go in. I was put under. It was a whole thing. And do you know what's crazy is that, also kind of dark, I was so scared about going under. And then I was like, if I died while under, I would never know.
Yeah.
Like, I woke up and I was like, where am I for a second? So, like, if I died, it's like, okay.
Waking up from surgery is weird.
Yeah.
It is like the weirdest thing ever.
The only surgery I've ever had was my wisdom teeth removal, which was like 5 years ago at this point. But I was
Painful,
like,
though.
oh my god, okay,
Horrible.
my recovery was horrible because
Yeah.
I waited too long to get my teeth out. I should have gotten them out when I was like 18. I waited until I was like 24. They were very like impacted. My jaw was swollen for like a week and I couldn't even like move my mouth. It was horrible. But I was crying so hard in the waiting room. Like I was terrified to go under. And that's not even like, I guess it's going under, but it's not as intense as like going under for like a real surgery. So yeah.
It's still scary.
Still scary.
I mean, yeah, it's still going unconscious, I guess.
Ugh.
I remember the moment, this was so funny. They had me hooked up to like all these machines and then the one you can hear your heartbeat or whatever. And
I don't like that.
the anesthesiologist, doctor, surgeon, I don't know, comes in and he's like, all right, like you ready? And they like start injecting me with stuff. And then you hear the heart monitor go beep, 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 beep. And he goes, are you nervous? And I was like, yeah. And then the next thing I know, I was like,
That
Dude.
exact thing happened to
Wait,
me.
really?
Yes. The nurse was like, it's okay, honey, and like holding my hand, and then out.
so weird. I remember feeling like my legs going a little numb. And then that's the
Ugh.
last thing I remember.
Yeah.
That's like the same thing happened to me when I got my most recent eye surgery. They were wheeling me back into this room. I remember I was on a bed getting wheeled back, and we go into the room and there's like fucking like 15 doctors in there, and they're all like doing their tasks, and there's all these sharp tools, and I started going like and I looked at the doctor and I was like, I'm really scared. And like the doctor was like, okay, we're gonna make you feel better. And I already had my IV in, and then
Drugs.
I do not
crazy.
remember after that. He made me go to sleep immediately.
Do you remember when we were in the hospital together and we could not stop laughing when they were rolling me on the bed?
Yes.
They were like rolling me into like my whatever.
You're
CAT
like
scan,
CAT scan. And I was
just
like, bye.
losing it. I was like, could not stop laughing. And then I'm just like cackling all the way into this like very sterile room where no one else is
And they're
laughing,
rolling you?
obviously. Yeah.
I feel like that's a version of like giving yourself the ick, you know? Like
No, it was exactly. We were like, not me on a hospital bed right now.
Wait, you guys, low key. Wait, I'm like, do I want this in the pod? Yes, sure. I got the slight ick from Rodney the other day. I actually almost texted you because he went through.
Who's Rodney?
Rodney is my boyfriend on the his name on the
I was
podcast.
wondering because I was like, I heard you did Christmas with Rodney on the podcast, and I was like, who the fuck is Rodney?
Rodney is my boyfriend.
New character unlocked.
Yeah.
He
He's
went
a
through a
character.
revolving door the other day, and I was kind of like, ew.
Were you like
I don't even
watching
where we
come
were.
out, or
Like, I went in before him. So, like, I went through the revolving door and I go on the other side and I turn around and look at him and he's, like, walking through it. And I was kind of like, not him in a revolving door.
Stop. That's so funny.
That's so real.
I literally almost texted
so
you,
real.
being like, you, like, Rodney just went through a revolving door and it gave me the ick.
Do you think he would like laugh
I'm
about that or
crying.
be like
He would probably be
sensitive?
confused,
I
right?
think he might laugh. Sometimes he doesn't get it. Like, I've shown him TikToks before of, like, girls posting their boyfriend and being like, my boyfriend is giving me the ick, and he'll just be doing something. Sometimes he laughs at them. Like, I showed him one the other day he thought was funny, and it was like, this girl took a video of her boyfriend's plane taking off, and it was
Yes.
literally an airplane in the sky, and she's like, why do I have the ick from this being my boyfriend's airplane right now? Like, not him taking off, and like,
He's like in there.
he thought that was funny.
The comments on those get me. They're like, not him like all buckled up in there, like sitting.
Like he's a little ant up in that sky right now.
like,
literally.
Weird.
It is funny.
Ew, one of the
Eating
times,
snacks on the plane.
yeah, like sitting
Snack
there,
time.
like being like,
There's no
can I
control.
please have some water? Like, you know, like, ew.
Eating the cookies.
I saw
Eating the
someone be like, I got
cookies.
the ick because my boyfriend ordered apple juice on the plane. I was like, wait, I love apple juice.
I do too. But there are things that, like, my friends can do. Like, I wouldn't get the ick from you guys ordering, like, or you guys going through a revolving door. It's also not, like, the real ick. It's just kind of like,
It's like, that's my man.
yeah, there he goes.
Also, sorry, I interrupted you earlier with my burp. You were talking about a kombucha kid.
Oh, the kombucha fam. That's what I call this
Kombucha
one
kid.
family. I nanny. Their kids are
I'm like genuinely about to burp again, like while you're talking.
Do
I'm
it.
sorry.
Burp.
Okay, I think I'm good. Sorry.
You're fine. Kombucha fam. They have 2 kids. They're like 6 years old and 4 years old. And they both change their pronouns. And I admire those parents so much because they are so accepting. They just let their kids be themselves. I remember when that first happened, I came over and the mom was like, by the way, so-and-so now uses he, him pronouns, and so-and-so now uses she, her pronouns. And just like, I was like, okay, cool. But I just love it because I think, especially around like kids, people are like, they're too young to know, whatever. Who the fuck cares? Also,
Literally.
like, I've always, it's so funny now too because knowing both of these kids, like the one who uses he, him pronouns, like he's always loved more boyish, quote unquote, things, like, and always wanted shorter hair and blah, blah, blah. And same thing goes with like loving princesses and stuff with the child who uses she, her pronouns. Not that that even means anything necessarily, because you can also use he, him pronouns and love princesses. And like
Yeah, of
gender's a
course.
social construct,
And,
and
like,
it's all on a spectrum.
I want to be very clear. Kids know. Because when I was a kid, I'm non-binary, by the way. My stepmom at the time, I remember this so clearly. I was like in the mirror in the bathroom, like combing my hair. And she was like, do you think you're a girl? And I was like, no, that doesn't feel right. And then like later on, I was like, but being a boy feels wrong too. And I remember thinking that like freaking 7. And so it's like, obviously I didn't know what non-binary meant, but I've always felt like neither. And so it's like, kids know. If the kid's telling you there's something,
Yeah.
they probably are. And if they're not, let them experiment. Who
Exactly.
cares?
Ultimately, they're not going to be influenced by anything, you know.
Exactly.
Like,
I was
Yeah.
influenced.
and I think that's
yeah.
like the fear of people like exposing their kids to this stuff at a young age. But it's like, let them have the information.
I
and
came
then-
from a very like strict, more conservative background, and I was the biggest fairy alive. Like, I'm sorry, like there's not really much outside influence that makes people who they are.
Yeah.
And I think just also like, and you see it a lot more with New York kids, like they're taught this stuff. But like for other people, like, hey, this is how our world works, and there are people that are different from you, and this, that, and then they can understand. They can almost, when you teach them from a young age, it's like they just look at it all as the way things are.
Yeah.
Not, oh, like learning about it down the line, and these people are different. You know, it's just like these are people, and everyone is different from each other, you know, and it's just like a baseline of like, be who you are and accept others for who they are. And it's all normal and all, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
One time my little sister was like, you're gay, right? And I was like, yes. And she was like, I don't understand why these people are thinking it's such a big deal. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that the people thought it was a big deal.
Like, thanks for letting me know.
No, like, thanks, Blaine.
It's so crazy, too. Like, we live in this, like, super accepting bubble, I feel like, too, that sometimes I forget that people aren't that way. Like, I'm like, people are still homophobic?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and obviously I know they are, but I don't encounter those people, like, ever. So it's just weird. What do you mean? Like, it's so odd.
My style has really evolved over the past, like, year or two. And I've started wearing skirts and, like, dresses.
Your fit is
which
so
I
cute.
love.
Thank you.
I love it. I actually want it. I want to wear it.
And you can.
It is cute.
Thank you. But, like, where was I going with that?
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. I went home for Christmas, and I was like, okay, I'm going to wear my skirt that I would have not thought twice about putting on here in New York City.
Yeah.
But back home in North Carolina, outside of my bubble, my safe space,
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out in a skirt. Let's see if anyone says anything. Which people have.
Yeah.
Why?
Not surprising for North Carolina.
I know. I was on vacation once, and I wore a skirt to, like, a random bar. And someone was like, who's the dude in the skirt?
Oh my god.
And I was like,
See, okay.
not a dude, but
When you really just, like, take a step back, it's like, that's a piece of fabric.
literally.
Like, what do you mean? Like, why is that so weird? People in other cultures, men in Scotland wear kilts.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's literally all just a social construct. Like, one day, years ago, someone was like, if you have a vagina, you will wear a skirt. And if you have a penis, you're going to wear pants. And that's the way it is. And now it's, like, just so normalized for some reason. And it's like, it's literally clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, who the
And
fuck
colors
cares?
too. Pink and blue.
Like, what? It's like, why does that?
It's all human made.
It's all human
shit,
made.
like social construct.
Yes, like, sexuality obviously is not human made, and but gender is. Like, gender is all a social construct. So, like, people are born with penises, people are born with vaginas. Gender, on top of that, is all made up. So it's like, okay, this baby has a penis, so you're going to get him race car bed sheets and give him these building blocks to build with, and he's gonna wear blue. And this is the girl. You're gonna buy her Barbies. Yay!
It's funny because, like, my dad, love him down. He's not the most understanding of the whole gender thing or lack of, but he let me play with Barbies growing up. Like, he was really good about, like, letting me play with the girly stuff because, like, kids want to play make-believe, and Barbies are a great way to play make-believe. You know what I mean? So it's like, who cares, like, what you're, like, if you're playing with the opposite gender's kind of toy or whatever.
Yeah. And even if, like, and I don't know if this is true or not, but, like, even if scientifically it is proven that females like Barbies, more females like Barbies than males, and more males like pickup trucks than females, like...
I liked both.
Yeah. Well, even if that is, like, a scientific fact, which I don't know if it is or not, it might be, but, like, that doesn't mean every single person, and who cares? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm like... Everything is a social construct. Who cares if someone wants to wear something different from what most people normally wear, or, like, dye their hair pink or whatever? Like,
Well,
just
that's
let
the thing
people
too.
live.
It's like, to a certain point, like, if you really don't understand it or don't want to understand it, it's like, then just let people be. And if it doesn't affect you and it's not harming anyone, then I don't know why you have to have, like, a strong opinion about it. And that's what bothers me a lot, is like, why are we caring?
Why do you
so
care? Mind your own business.
Exactly. Like, then don't do that. If you're a man and you don't get it, like, then you don't have to wear a skirt, and that's great, and that's your truth.
It's giving overcompensating for something also.
It's weird because it's like, it's the people who, like, care so much and are like, you can't wear a skirt, who are, like, posting it on. Imagine going on Instagram and being, like, so hateful like that. Like, what? Why? Like,
so
well,
weird.
do you
know
not want to,
what?
like, watch something, like, fun and, like, have fun on the internet? Like, why are you, like...
The people who are actively hateful, like, there's something going on with them.
People making careers off of being a hater.
It's horrible. And like it doesn't justify their actions whatsoever because it's never okay. But it's always just like there's something you need to figure out within yourself. That's why you're coming to me and hating on me because you are insecure. Everyone says if there's someone who bothers you, look inside yourself because it's always a mirror to something in yourself.
Well, a lot of the honestly, almost all of the straight men I know have like at one point been like, could I be gay? I don't think so. It's always the homophobes that I'm like, you're gay.
That are like closeted. Yeah.
I'm like, I know you're gay, honey,
and they
it's
feel
okay.
resentful for seeing someone live so openly and freely as themselves.
Yeah.
Because they feel like they can't do that. And I think there's a level of like sadness to that in our just like messed up society.
Yeah.
But it does not justify behaving that way.
I think it's so hot when straight men are just like so accepting and aren't into all the toxic masculinity shit. Like
you left a date once because he was homophobic.
Wait, what?
Didn't you leave a date once because he was homophobic?
Are you talking about in London?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met a guy at a club. I was gonna go home with him, and we were waiting for the tube. And there was this gay couple next to us, and they were like holding hands, whatever. And he was like, "Ew, like those gay people." Like just something weird. And I started crying, and I was like, I wish I could remember it better, but I was just like, I started like yelling at him kind of. I was like, what's wrong with that? Like there's nothing wrong with them. Like there's something wrong with you. Like, and I just started crying, and I was so upset. And I left the station, and he was running after me, being like, no, please, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, I'm not going home with a homophobic man.
Period.
And I didn't. And then after that, I called pizza manager, who I was like kind of into at the time. Yeah,
sucks.
Both of their faces.
Boo.
And I called him crying, and I was like, I just got in an argument with this guy, and I was about to like tell him and be like he was being homophobic and blah blah blah. Before I even got to that, he goes, "Wow, you argumentative? Shocker."
Bro, come on.
And that's the moment when I knew that I was gonna have to end things, because I was like, I'm not very argumentative. And that says something a lot, that we argue so much to the point where you think I'm an argumentative person.
One time I was dating this guy, and Noelle goes, Blaine, he's a no. And that has been in my vocabulary for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like, and he's a no.
I actually remember saying that to you.
And I say that all the time.
Just being like, he's a no.
He's a no.
He was a no. Oh my god, this guy that Blaine was dating. Yeah. And then, wait, I'm sorry, but I have to say, and then a couple years ago, I was drunk at a bar in Greensboro, in our hometown, and I went, this is so crazy. I was drunk, I didn't even think it was weird. I went up to him, taking a video of him, and I said, look, Blaine. Can I say his name?
No, we shouldn't say his name.
Okay, let's pretend like his name is Gary.
Okay.
I go up to him with my phone. I literally am like inches away from his face. I'm like, look, it's Gary. I like just took a video of him and then sent it to Blaine.
And the next day I was sober, and I was like, you realize you were next to his face. She was like, hi, it's Gary.
Insane behavior for me.
So
Gary and I were like boyfriends or anything. We were just like going on dates.
He was weird.
Yeah, but
no
you know
offense.
what? I'm probably the weird one in someone else's story as well, so.
Yeah, but not like that.
He wasn't like problematic weird, I don't think, was he?
No, but he was being very PDA and like touchy with you, but in weird, like, it was like a group of all of us in the car, and it was him meeting all of your friends.
Okay,
and he's in the back seat, like, trying to make out with you, and we're all like, hello. And we weren't even drinking at this time, I don't think. I'm pretty sure we were all just like hanging out. And we were like, why is this guy trying to make out with Blaine like next to all of us right now?
That is weird.
Anyways, art.
Anyways,
Anyways.
I have a little something for you guys.
What?
I brought you a gift just for to say thank you for letting me on the podcast.
Wait,
Are you kidding? Wait, this bag is cutie. It's a good day to read
It's
a
a
book.
good day to read a book.
Did you get us books?
I did. I got you a copy of Evenings and Weekends.
Are you kidding?
Wait, this is so cute.
I'm gonna cry. That's so sweet, Blaine.
And Blaine got us a card too.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I can't wait to read it.
Take it home.
Oh, Blaine.
Dear Marissa and Noelle, thank you so much for having me on the Take It Home podcast. Here's a copy of one of my favorite books right now. Blaine Christopher - Blaine's Book Club. That's
You're so
cute.
sweet.
Of course.
Not you bringing us.
I was thinking, I want to read it.
Books.
Oh, thank you, Blaine.
And it's a really cool book because there's multiple characters, like you're following multiple characters' lives. It's in third person, but all of their stories kind of intertwine. Yeah, I think there's something in it for everyone because there's so many characters and different stories and they're all dealing with their own things. And my favorite theme in this book is the idea of miscommunication. And like, since it's in third person, you can see so clearly how these characters could like resolve something, but they just miss the connection. And it's like so interesting to think about your own life and you're like, how many missed connections are there in my life? Like, if I would have just like said something else or tried a different tactic in talking to someone, like, would things be different?
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh my
I'm
gosh, I'm
excited
so
to read it. Thank
excited.
you.
Of course.
Blaine.
Not you getting us presents.
So
It's a good book.
sweet.
And if you don't like it, that's okay.
I feel like I will.
I feel like I will too.
We'll see.
And I'll keep you updated when I read it.
Cute.
But yeah, what's the take home?
Read a book.
Take home, read a book, wear whatever you want, be whoever you want.
Stay away from homophobic men.
Yes. And go
Support artists.
What is the word I'm looking for?
Go.
Consume some art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or create some art.
And
And
create it.
think about the things that have impacted you.
It's so funny the people, not me like starting a new topic
Let's
as we're
do
doing
it.
a take home. So many people like don't claim they don't care about the arts or like don't care about funding them and stuff. But like they don't realize that the arts are also the TV shows that you watch and the music that you listen to, and it's all around
Movies
you.
and everything.
Like all of the actors you see in movies probably like went to theater school. A lot of them.
That goes for like a lot of things, like people who are homophobic and transphobic and don't like queer people. It's like, but they love watching The Traitors that's on right now, which is like the most queer reality show ever.
I still haven't seen
Not
it.
the most, but there's a lot of queer people on it. And it's like, we are your entertainment. We are, like, why... I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. Like, why are you so hateful when, like, you do like us if you think about it?
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good way to put it.
Why do you say you don't like art when you like watching a movie?
Yeah.
That people forget, like...
I think
I don't
they
know.
think it's just gonna exist, but like
Yeah.
don't think about the ways that, or like all the things it took to get the people who are creating these masterpieces.
Like, people had
you know, yeah, they go to school, all these things.
Yeah, like people, there's a lot that goes into it. Someone has to literally write and create a script.
Yeah, and
The-
just like be given the space to like nurture that and like be supported in that way, and not everyone has that, and like I just feel like it's so important.
It is.
And fuck AI.
I am not a...
Well, yeah, it's really scary to think about when it comes to the arts specifically.
Wait, Tilly Norwood or whatever, that like new AI actress.
That shit's crazy.
I'm just
Hi,
like, why?
I'm Tilly. I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't know what she
point?
actually sounds like. I don't know. I don't get it.
Art is going to be created by AI at some point, but
I don't like that.
not all of it's going to be AI, and the AI art is not going to even compare to what a human can make, because
Well, the
Mic drop.
at the end of the day, it's like art is so human.
it's a culmination of life experiences.
Yes.
You know?
And you know who doesn't have life experience?
AI.
robot.
Tilly Norwood.
Tilly Norwood does
Norwood.
not have life experience. Literally, I'm reading, this is on topic. I'm reading Jenna Fisher's book right now, The Life of an Actor, or I can't remember what it's
I
called.
read that in school, yeah.
I'm really loving it.
It's, yeah.
It's like making me feel a lot better about my life also, because she's like just talking about how she was so broke and a starving artist for 8 years before she booked The Office, and now look at her. Oh, she talks about how like all of the random like day jobs you have. Like she's like, as an actor, you're gonna have so many random survival jobs. You might hate them, but also just try to like make characters out of the funny people you work with, and like just take the life experience. And it's so funny because on The Office, Jenna Fisher's, who plays Pam on The Office, her character is the receptionist. She literally just works at the desk, and that was a lot of what she did for her day jobs. So she was like, going into the office, I knew exactly how to be a receptionist because that's what I did.
And we always say like life experience is what feeds you as an actor.
Yep.
A big takeaway from that book I got was when she was like, it's been a while since I've read it, obviously, but she's talking about how you can talk about being an artist all you want, but you need to go out and be an artist and create and like do it. And it can be bad, but you need to do something. You can't. We can sit here all day and talk about being artists and blah 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 blah. And it's really easy also to do that, especially when you have a lot of training, because you actually were talking about this in a recent podcast where you were like, this career is difficult because your hard work does not equal success. And so it's like, it's really easy to sit on a couch and just talk about everything you've done, but it's like you have to keep going and keep putting yourself out there and keep creating in order to succeed.
Yeah.
She also talks about how everything is luck too. Like she's like, it's a mix of things. 1, training, 2, dedication, and 3, luck. Like she was like, I, trained for so long and I was dedicated, but if the 2 writers in the UK hadn't met and created the UK version of The Office, then The Office would have never existed. And then if the people in the United States who created the US version of The Office hadn't thought, hey, let's create a US version of this, then like that wouldn't have existed, and then I wouldn't have found this, like gotten this role that was perfect for me. And it's like all just like, there's so much that has to go into it.
And that's where the concept of fate comes in.
Yep.
And I think there are things that are just going to be meant for us in our careers, however you want to think about that. I just feel like the stars align in the way they're supposed to, and what's meant for you will not pass you.
Yeah. I agree.
And also explore all facets of yourself and your creative self, because you never know what might be hidden in there.
And that is so true. Yeah. I would have known if I didn't just like pick up my guitar one day. Sounds so cheesy, but that's
true.
What happened. I picked it up and I started playing chords, and I was like, wait, these sound really pretty. I had no intention of like writing a song, and then I just did, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll write another one, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll make an EP, and then I was like, well, now what do I do? Because I don't know how to produce. But then, like, I sat down and I learned, and, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I never knew that I had that in me, especially because I don't have... It's not like I've been writing my entire life. It's like, I had a little bit of introduction to it, took a huge break, and it's like all of that was just, like, marinating in me for so long, ready to come out, or wanting to come out, and I didn't even know. Mm-hmm. But there are all these, like, parts of you that you can tap into that you may not even know.
Yeah.
There's parts of yourself that are probably still like undiscovered to like right here as we're sitting here that we don't know about. So
I make jokes about being old and 28, but the truth is we're still very young.
We're still
and have
very
a lot
young.
to discover about ourselves,
young.
which is so exciting.
It's so exciting.
It is exciting.
Because I'm so different than I was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I still like that person.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see how I evolve and change in 10 years, and I'll hopefully still like the person I am right now. Who knows?
Speaking of 10 years, there's like a trend going around on Instagram.
I just posted my 2016 photos of my story.
Everyone's posting their 2016
Which
photos.
I have not posted
Blew my mind.
them.
I was like, oh, that felt like kind of 2 days ago.
I know.
But
like
I was a baby.
It feels like another life, but at the same time, it's like, how was that like a decade ago?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah, and it was
It's
a
crazy.
huge year because
We graduated
high school and
went
started
to
at
college.
Elon.
Yeah.
And you came in the year after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You visited a lot my freshman year, though.
So yeah, I transferred from a different
Yeah.
school and then basically started over because I only did like half a year at the other school.
But you graduated our same year then, in high school though.
Oh, in high school,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I thought. Blaine, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Blaine's Book Club and Instagram at Blaine's Book Club.
What is your address?
Like where I live.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
You can find me at 17 West 38th Street, apartment 60.
Okay.
There's someone like who lives there, you know?
Somebody definitely like lives. Wait, we need to look it up after this.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
Thank you, Blaine, for coming on. This
Thank
has
you
been
so much for having
amazing,
me.
amazing conversation.
this was a fun sode.
Oh my gosh,
I love you
guys.
so much.
I love you.
Love you, and thank you for the
you.
book. I'm so excited to
Yes,
read it.
thank
Of course,
that's
keep
so
me updated on your
sweet.
thoughts. That's like,
Will.
yeah.
You brought us little books.
I know. I literally want to cry.
Like that's so cute.
I know. Follow us at Take It Home Pod on all the platforms, Instagram, TikTok. You can watch this on YouTube if you're not already. Give us a 5-star review if you feel so inclined. And yeah, just subscribe.
5-star review.
5 stars only. Give us a follow so we show up in your feed every Thursday. We come out with a new episode. All right, here's our outro. Wait.
My hand stopped working.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ooh, you did something different this
We
time.
did. It was kind of like contemporary dancey.
Okay.
Bye, guys.